Hello again. My next video is on friendship. I will get into the importance of friendship and all the different aspects of friendship. How important is friendship? For the older generations, and for me personally, I firmly believe that friendship is extremely important. I still communicate with my very good friend from the 5th grade. I highly value my friends from high school and college. I am always looking to make connections to establish new friends considering my pre-retirement activities. For the younger generations, I am not sure how valuable friendship is to them. I may be wrong, but I only see them on their phones. I don't see many of them out and about gathering socially. There are two main reasons. First, friends make life more enjoyable. Good times are best shared with people close to you. I still reminisce with my friend from childhood. Getting together and sharing experiences with friends is what makes life a great life. Second, it's not always about good times. Good friends help each other through difficult times. If you don't have someone you can confide in or vent to, you will become an emotional wreck. Building up negative emotions with no release will end up with a massive explosion. I believe most people will agree that friendship is very important. Making or keeping friends. Fact is, it is not easy to make or keep friends. Sometimes friends grow apart due to change in locations, change in aspects of your life, or maybe your interests have changed. Friendship requires commitment from both sides in order for it to thrive. In order to start the process of making new friends, you need an environment with people who share some type of common interest as you. This is an easy ice breaking since you are all together doing something in common. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Up until my early adulthood, I was a very shy guy. For those who are shy, making new friends can be even more challenging. Hopefully, participating in a common activity will make everyone comfortable enough to just introduce themselves and start a conversation. Should you always keep your existing friends? Hopefully, your current friendships continue to be good friendships. Unfortunately, sometimes friendships change for the worse. We may not always accept the fact that we as humans are always changing emotionally, mentally, and physically. When there is always tension when you see your friends, when your friendship is always one-sided, when your communication is always misunderstood or misinterpreted, when you can no longer be yourself, when your friend is sending you mixed messages, it might be time to move on. There are basically 4 types of friends. Acquaintances. Acquaintances are friends you have met a few times. You might know their names, maybe a little bit about them. Basically, a superficial relationship. Casual friends. These are people who you might befriend at work, at the gym, or on the pickleball courts, which is in my case. We know more about them compared to acquaintances. We interact fairly regularly due to the common activity. We might even start together outside of the common activity. Here are some of my new casual friends from pickleball that I would like to share with you. These are all very friendly people. I like them a lot. Close friends. These are our BFFs. These are people very close to us. These are the people that know everything about us. We confide our darkest secrets. Trust and loyalty are unconditional. Lifelong friends. These are friends you've known forever. Your families have grown together. You have shared all the different phases of life. Friendships are not fixed. They are constantly changing. Friendships do not just stay in one of the four types. An acquaintance can become a close friend. A coworker who may start as a casual friend may become a close friend. As friendships evolve, they should never be forced. You can't force someone to be your friend. Sometimes people give off the impression that they want to be friends, but in fact, they do not. You should never be discouraged from making new friends or improving your relationships with your existing friends. Cultivate positive relationships and cut loose negative relationships. About 30 years ago, I spent some time just reflecting on my life up to that point. I assessed the positives and the negatives along with what I needed to do going forward. I concluded that the one thing I would focus on is surrounding myself with positive influences. Good friends are hard to find. It should not be easy to just trust anyone or everyone. Sometimes you have to take some calculated risks, and hopefully it will result in some positive friendships. However, if you are sensing betrayal, jealousy, manipulation, disrespect, or any other red flag, do not pursue a friendship just to have a friend. It is not worth it. Thank you all for your time in watching my video. Please like or share, and any comments would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again, and take care.